Hi, this is Rachel coming to you with this week's Sparkle of Shabbat. And this week I wanted to share with you one of the highlights for me of our most recent trip to Israel. And that was that we had the absolute merit to visit the cave of Machpelah, which is the cave where our ancestors are buried. So that includes Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Rebecca, Jacob, and Leah. Rachel, Jacob's other wife, is actually buried on the way to Jerusalem. So it was just really the most remarkable experience of my Jewish life for me, to be able to go and see and visit where our ancestors are. And there are a few things that really stuck with me. And I will say that standing next to Abraham's tomb and just saying, like, I'm here, I'm your disciple, I'm live around the world, and we've been trying our very best to uphold the traditions and the practices of Judaism. Here we are 3,500 years later, or more than that. And it was the most humbling and joyful experience. I guess the best way I would say is that my feet were planted firmly on the ground and my soul was soaring high in the sky. When I told Devora Buxbaum, my dear friend and mentor, about it, she said, it was like you were saying, Hineni, here I am. And that's exactly right. I was saying to Avraham Avinu, Abraham our father, and to all of our forefathers and foremothers, I am here, I'm showing up, and I'm proud to be here, and I will do what it takes to keep our traditions alive, our religion alive, our nationality alive. Just the most remarkable experience. So, in addition, Seth had the merit to actually have an aliyah. It was a Monday that we were visiting, and they took the Torah out right in the small area inside the area of the monument where the tombs are, and he got to have an aliyah. And actually, the individuals who were opening the Torah and reading from the Torah did not speak English, only Hebrew. And Seth speaks only English and not really much Hebrew. And yet he was able to have an aliyah and did such a beautiful job. And it was just so fulfilling and completing that he would be able to have an aliyah right outside the tomb of our forefathers and foremothers in that sort of ante-area. What a blessing, and how remarkable, just how remarkable that he could exemplify the idea of keeping our traditions alive, and that here we grew up all the way across the world in the diaspora, and yet still we were blessed that our parents shared with us the joy and value of Judaism, and we could learn that and then hopefully carry it to our children, to the extent that Seth was able to have this aliyah, among many other really special things that happened. That finished with dancing with the local rabbis and with our tour guide, and such joy. So I guess my sparkle for this week is just sheer gratitude for the goodness in our lives, for our inheritance, and for our heirlooms that have been passed down from our forefathers and foremothers. May we always appreciate the value, the joy, and the beauty. Shabbat Shalom.